And lately, sovereignty has been coming up everywhere, but not in a way that people really understand. Because sovereignty isn't just about being independent, but it's about being self led. And I realized recently that I wasn't fully in my sovereignty because I was still looking outside of myself for timing, for validation, for how things should work out, waiting for a sign, a confirmation. And although those are things that was a part of my old identity, it's so easy to slip back into those things sometimes. And I realized that recently. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this today. So, if you didn't know, sovereignty is when you stop asking for permission, right? And you start leading yourself through it. It's trusting your own rhythm, your own flow of things, even when it doesn't look like anyone else's. And it's also about realizing that ain't nobody coming to save you. But also, nobody needs to. You're the one that's going to do it. Should I say it again for the people in the back? Ain't nobody coming to save you. You got to save yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? You've got to save yourself. That's how it works. That is how it works. You guys, welcome to another episode of Freedom Be Me podcast. I am your host, Iswa. I'm so grateful and thankful that y'all are here right now. That y'all are spending this sacred time with me on this very episode. And if you are listening to this episode, that just means that you're in alignment and you were meant to hear this for a reason. So stick around. Welcome, you guys. This is the sovereignty season. Not just the version of you that's still waiting, not the version of you still asking, but the version of you that leads, that knows what you want to do, okay? This season right here is, I'm telling you guys, I can't wait. I just cannot wait. I'm doing a whole series, you guys, on sovereignty and sovereignty. And I can't wait. I cannot wait, okay? But let's get into this a little bit because for the past few months, I've been talking about planting your seeds and watering your seeds. But I'm not even sure if I really went into detail on how do you water seeds that you've neglected. I mentioned that in my last 3-day event titled Risen. And I wanted to go a little into that, especially because there are a few things that I've been noticing just in my own personal life that I'm realizing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I was really in my fully in sovereignty. I don't feel like I was fully embracing that because I would I felt like I could easily see myself waiting and still at times, needing validation, needing a push to move on certain things. And I'm like, ooh, I know who that is. I know who that is. I know. And I love you for being you. I really do. But who I am right now doesn't resonate with that. Y'all know what I'm saying? I had a moment with myself. And um sometimes you have to have those moments. Those moments where you can't lie to yourself anymore, right? And you ask yourself like, what am I actually doing? And not what I say I want, not what I plan to do, but what is already in motion in my life. What are those things that are already in motion are those seeds that you planted. So I'm gonna need us to start calling out those seeds. Okay? I would need us to start calling out those seeds. When I looked, I had my own seeds and I've been doing this on myself and I've been waiting to share it. And that's why I want to do a series because I feel like I just have so much to share about this. And I don't want to, just make it a super long episode, but I do want to touch on it. I noticed that I already had seeds planted. You think about what seeds you already have planted, right? I have the many things, okay? But now it's more about ideas turned into something that's real. Turning your ideas into something that's real. Knowing that, like, I don't need more of this, more of that, more of that. Like, y'all ever been in a situation where you have asked for a certain amount of money for something, or asked for something just in general, and it came, it manifested, and then you don't even use it on what you said you were going to use it on, or you don't even do what you said you were going to do? Sometimes we think that we just need more of something, right? But the truth is, we just need to grow what we already chose, what's already in front of us. We don't always need to start over. And I talked about this a few months ago, not really starting over for some of us. Now, for some of us, we might feel like we need to start completely fresh because maybe we've been living an identity that we don't identify anymore. Maybe, you were persuaded to do something that you really didn't feel in your heart to do, but you felt like maybe it might please this person, maybe the money was good, whatever the case might be, right? So you chose to do that. So maybe you might need to start fresh, but for some of us, we just need to continue. We just need to start where we stopped, where we left off, and really examine what we've already done in our lives, right? Because sovereignty isn't just being independent, it's being self led, leading yourself to that next stage in your life. How do you water the seeds you've neglected? You go back to them and you start again where you left off. And you lead yourself. You feel it out. It's not about waiting for people or someone or life to tell you like when you should do this or when it's working or the okay, and you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, you're going to get this outcome if you do it this way. It's deciding and moving like it already is. And I realize this a lot. I've realized this so much in my life. I wasn't fully in my sovereignty. I was still checking, still watching, still questioning instead of just leading relaxedly. But I understand that there were times when I was. There were times when I was. Where I was just having fun. I was just flowing and just doing whatever it is I felt led to do. And it felt so good. When you have that feeling, if you've ever had that feeling before, you know what I mean when you have that feeling and you know how amazing it feels and you want to feel it again. And you're like, how do I get to that feeling? Somewhere along the way, we plant these seeds and then we neglect them and we start focusing our attention on something else that looks shinier, that looks, better, that has some more money, that seems easier, that seems this and seems that. And sometimes easier works because we're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes easier works. But you know what easy I'm talking about, where we're just like, listen, I'm just going to do something. I want you to still be intentional. Okay? So, I'm going to give you maybe 3 shifts. Okay? 3 shifts that will shift your mindset when it comes to watering those neglected seeds. Okay? One mindset shift is to let go of the outcome. Now, this is something that we've heard many times. And I myself, the first thing I had to do was to release. I had to release what the outcome would be. Because when you keep looking for proof, and that means that you're just really not trusting what you planted. Just plant it. Let go of the outcome. Because when you keep going back to what's going to happen when you do this and da 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 da, you don't release that, it's almost like you're digging it up every 5 minutes. You ever planted something and then you dug it back up every 5 minutes? Because you're like, okay, look, the plant's not growing quick enough. Maybe I need to add more soil. Maybe I need to move it to this pot. Maybe I need to or did you just leave it and you just knew that if you planted it and you planted it in good soil and good ground, and it had an opportunity to be loved on and kissed on by the sun, right? So it can grow, and that you've done your part by watering it or allowing the rain to come and pour over it, right? You knew that it was going to grow. So in our lives, why is it that sometimes we plant these seeds and we don't trust that they're going to grow? We stop before we've even watered it enough, before the sun could even shine its light on it long enough for it to start growing to where you could see the results. So with those neglected seeds, you neglected it because you didn't see the growth in it yet. And guess what? I guarantee you, one of those seeds that you've planted, guess what? I guarantee you that idea, that thing that you were doing, it was already growing, and it was right at, sometimes we get right there where it's at the surface, right about to poke through, where you can see the results of all your hard work. And maybe it might not even be hard work. It might just be consistent work. It might just be something that's consistent. But before you even see the results of something, some of us, we just stop right there. Like, all right, it's not working. It's taking too long. I don't like this. I need something like right now, like quickly. And there are things that you can do for that. Certain manifestations technique like scripting, becoming what it is you desire, speaking it into existence, removing that mental block. I mean, softening up so that your nervous system can trust you, and different things like that for that stuff to happen. So there are things, it does happen. I mean, it happens to people every day, all the time. And I know I hear somebody like, well, it don't happen to me that way. It's like, okay, I need you to turn that around. It does happen for you that way every day. It's just that you didn't notice it. You haven't noticed it yet. You just haven't noticed it yet. Come on, guys. So if you're not going to go dig up that seed that plant that you was planting, if somebody got a garden, if you got a garden and you've been planting stuff, you're not about to go dig that up 5 or 6, 7 times. You're going to let it take its course. And after a while, if you don't see the fruits of your labor after a while, and it's been going on, and you don't see anything, then oh, what happened? And sometimes you do produce something. It just might not be how you thought it would be. Come on. All right, shift number 2. Mindset shift number 2. So the first one, you guys, was let go of the outcome. Come on and release that outcome. Come on and release that. Let it go. Mindset shift number 2 is to let go of time. All right. I probably should just leave it right here. Let's just I had to let go of the time of things too. Because I was moving like, if this doesn't happen by this date, you know what I'm saying, or at this time, something must be wrong. If nobody signs up for this, something must be wrong. Because I have done this, I have said this. Something's off. What's happening? If it doesn't work out after this time, this is gonna be the last time that I offer this. And if it doesn't happen this time, then that's, ooh, hold on. Let go of the time, baby. Because seeds don't move like that. Come on. Should I say it for the people in the back? Seeds don't move like that. They don't rush. They don't rush. They just respond to what you've cultivated, what you set into place. It's up to you to put it in a certain position where it can receive the sun. It's up to you to put it in a position to water it, or for it to be watered in some way. It's up to you to tend to it and to not neglect it. Look, and I say to show it some love. Come on. Those things that we desire in our lives, show us some love. Show us some affection. You know what I mean? Start talking to it. You want to be a published author? All right, show us some love. Look up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Network with people to get advice, to make connections. There's somebody out there that knows how to do something that you don't. And it's about connecting, getting connected to them. But you can't get connected to them in hermit mode all the time. How you going to connect to anybody in a chrysalis? You just want to surround yourself just around all you all the time. You like, look, because I know me best. I don't trust people. I such and such. Oh, you've been hurt. You felt neglected. Come on. I've been there. I know. Over and over and over and over, to the point where I was like, look, I am done. I'm done. I'm not opening up my heart at all to know more friends, to know more other people. Nope, I'm done. I got my family. That's good. That's good. I'm not doing no more collabs. No more. I'm done, because I'm tired of being disappointed. People saying they're going to do one thing or getting really super offended. And you just like, I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. I'm goodness. You see greatness. And you just want to just share that. You just want to collab with people. And I had to, after being hurt so many times, I was ready to just close it off. And my sister and my husband, both of them, had to talk to me and was just like, listen, come on. Do not close it off. There is a partnership out there for you. There are friends. And I started realizing to think about friends too. Like, come on, guys. My old identity was hurt over and over. My new identity is like, look, all I got is the people that's vibrating in the same frequency or above. Like, all I got, like, you got to start talking to these energies. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're alive, because they are. I'm attracting the people that are, the people that are secure within themselves and their own ideas and confident. I'm attracting the people that are ready to collab, that are ready to move to the next level. I'm attracting people that know something that I don't, and I know something that they don't. We can exchange energy that way. I'm attracting people that really love themselves, that really love family, that's really into health. Like, come on, you got to start saying, I am a magnet for. Not just be like, look, I'm about to close myself off. I've been hurt. That's the past self wanting to come into the present and create its own reality and live your life. That's not where it belongs. So let's keep going, guys. Let go of the time. Don't rush. Let go of the time. It's okay. Something has to produce. I want you to think about this. When you put effort into anything, something has to produce it. Something has to shift. Something has to happen. Whether it's what we wanted or not, or how we wanted it to go, it has to produce. It has to. So let go of the time. And when you let go of time, you're also practicing what, guys? Ooh, somebody, who said it? Who said it? Trust. You're practicing trust. You're practicing surrender. Do that. Because that, mastering trusting yourself, mastering trusting the unknown, mastering surrendering, come on. That's the key to everything. Once you got that, you got it. You got it. Because when you trust, you can soften enough to be able to allow things to just flow and not feel like you have to be in control of everything and how it should be this way and that way. I understand sometimes we get fearful and we get scared and we're like, I don't know what this is going to be like, and this is new to me. I get that. I've been there. I know how that feels. But the message that I have for today, even beyond this, that I was going to, to do later, was just about do it. Do it anyway. Do it scared. Do it unsure of the outcome. And then do it again. Do it again. And then do it again. And then do it, not knowing how. Just try. Just do your best. It's time to move. That was the message for today. Before I start recording this one. Okay, so let go of the timing. All right, mindset shift number 3. This is the last one. You guys remember this is going to be a series, so you're going to have to come back for the rest, but I'm going to give you another one because y'all know I love number 3. It's what I ended on a few seconds ago. Let go of the how. That one right there. Ooh, let go of the how. Come on. Listen. Because sometimes we're sitting there trying to figure everything out. I know I'm like that. I have so many notebooks and journals. I'm trying to plan stuff out and be like, okay, I'm trying to be super organized. So I know exactly what to do. And that's why, and nothing's wrong with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying, like, sometimes we try to be in control of every outcome that there is. Okay, I'm do this and then this is gonna happen, and then I'll move to this and da 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 da. Okay, like, how is that gonna happen? Like, where it's gonna come from? And then you're trying to figure out where it's going to come from, or right, how is it gonna work out? Is it going to be worth it? The truth is that the how, it really unfolds when you stay in alignment. It comes to you. It's not something that you have to force. Guys, oh my God. I probably should have done this live. Come on, let go of the how. How it's going to happen. How is it going to work out? Let go. Shift your mindset. It doesn't matter how it's going to happen. Just be in the knowing that it will happen. It will. Be in the knowing that it has no other choice. That's it, right there. It has no other choice but to work out. Now we're shifting, since we're shifting our mindset, now we're shifting what we say, right? So, let go of the how. You don't have to figure everything out, right? Just stay in alignment, because when you're in alignment, you can hear, you can feel, you'll know what to do. You'll things will just start working itself out, and it'll be so easy and so smooth, and you'll be like, okay, wait a minute. Now I remember when people was all talking about this was happening for them, and I don't know if I really believed all of it. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's starting to happen to me, and it's so easy, and it just flows, and I just see the signs just like pouring out. Like, just, oh my gosh, they're just coming at me one by one. Notice that when you're in alignment, you can see those signs, you can feel those signs, or those confirmations, or even the answers to the questions you might have. But when you try to force it, you might miss something. When you try to force it to happen, are you really operating in trust? Are you really operating in your knowing? Ooh, y'all, I got more mindset shifts, y'all. I got a few more, but I'm going to wait till the next episode to do it. Because I feel like I said, this is going to be a series, and I'm super excited about it. So you guys, I'm going to close on this. I need you to know that you don't need a new life. You just need to lead the one that you've already started. Sometimes we don't need brand new ideas. Sometimes we just need to lead the one that we already have. Sometimes we just need to take action on the idea that we already have. Sometimes we just need to go further than we already have. Sometimes we just need to grow those seeds we've neglected by By doing what, guys? We just talked about it. We talked about a few things. I gave you at least 3. By doing what? Number 1, by letting go of the outcome, letting go of the time, letting go of the how. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because you've got this. I know that you've got it. Okay, so trust your timing, you guys, and move like it's already yours. Welcome to Sovereignty Season. I cannot wait to bring you guys this series, and I'm super excited about it. I will see you guys in the next episode, and don't forget to leave a comment below, you guys, and show me some love. I appreciate it. I love when y'all leave comments, by the way. I so love it. And let's just continue to have such an amazing time. I love y'all so much for supporting me and supporting this mission, supporting this journey, this path that I'm on. And I'm grateful and just thankful to do this. I really am. I'm grateful. And even now I see more of my past experiences. More I feel I have more clarity, I should say, on things that I've just experienced in life, and not being so angry about those anymore, but moving that to, wow, I can see why I went through that. I can see why I chose to go through this and this and this. And it's an amazing feeling to be in that place. And to remind yourself, even if you've been in that place before, just to remind yourself and to just be in gratitude. So remember, you guys, that you are magic. So today, be magical, spread love, and share your freaking story, because you deserve to be heard. And someone out there is waiting to hear from you. I love y'all. Ooh, I'm going to see you on the next episode. See you on the next episode. I'm going to see you in the next. See you in the next episode. Peace.